Hi, I'm Sue Elvis from the blog Stories of an Unschooling Family. Welcome to my video. I'm interviewing my daughter Imogen today. We're going to be talking about her university experience and her future plans. Welcome to my video, Imogen. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you finished your degree, yes?
Yes, I did.
You want to tell us a little bit about what you studied?
So the degree is called a Bachelor of Arts in Professional Writing and Publishing, and it's a degree all about the craft of writing and the publishing world and learning information about publishing.
So how long did it take you to complete the degree?
It was a 3-year course.
And you just finished, obviously, and we're having a little bit of a celebration for that, yes?
Yes.
Did you enjoy your course?
Oh, very much.
So it was worth going to university? Well, you didn't actually go, did you? You did it online.
Yes, I did. I think it was very worth doing.
Because people these days talk about the value of degrees. When I was younger, we were sort of automatically went on to the next stage and did a degree. But a lot of people talk these days about alternate ways of getting onto your career, not necessarily through a degree. But you enjoyed your degree?
Yes, I did, and I think for me it was very worth doing. I know a lot of people say that it's not necessary, and especially in writing, they sometimes say that a degree is not necessary in writing either, but I think there's a great value in going and studying it as well, because you can learn a lot on your own, but there's a lot more to be learnt than just the basics that you can pick up by yourself.
So what sort of things did you learn?
So I studied things like the art of editing, which is something I've been very interested in for quite a while, and a lot of different kinds of writing. It's a very practical course, so you got to try out a lot of different styles of writing, from poetry to magazine writing, business writing, all the different areas as a preparation to whatever you could want in your writing career.
So you have been exposed to things that you wouldn't necessarily have thought to study on your own?
Oh yes, I mean I never would have tried poetry unless it was part of the course, but at the same time it was very interesting to learn about it and give it a go.
So you studied online through Open Universities, yes?
Yes.
And it was 24 units, took you 3 years to do. How did you find studying online?
I found it really good and at the same time really tiring. Really good because it means that I didn't have to travel, so I took out all the travel time, because to get to any university you're going to spend at least 2 hours going by train, and that's a 4-hour round trip, which is a lot of time to be spending travelling.
I think actually it'll take you longer to get
there
yes. Because we don't live near the station. I think you could easily put another hour onto that travel distance, yes, because both Dad and Duncan went to an on-campus university, didn't they?
Yes.
And they spent most of their day travelling. Yep.
So going to face-to-face would have meant that I would spend a lot more time travelling and have a lot less time for things outside of study. And I found it was really good being able to schedule my own study time, how it suited me, so I could work around my university and fit in, family life and going away if I wanted to, or other hobbies and creative pursuits. But at the same time, while it was really good studying that way, and I'm really glad I did it, it was also very tiring because studying through Open University, the semesters don't schedule in a semester break. So it's been 3 years without a semester break. Every unit comes back to back. You get the final week, and then the next week is the first week of your new units.
That must be very difficult. You must be ready for a break.
Oh, I am.
So you did have some breaks because you worked ahead of your schedule, didn't you?
Yes.
But that meant you had to do extra work in some weeks so that you get a week free, so that, for example, you could come on holiday with us. Yep.
Yes.
But you haven't had a real break for 3 years.
No, and I'm very glad not to be working over another Christmas.
So you're taking some time off.
Oh, yes. Have a little bit of a break.
You're not heading straight into the workforce?
No, I'm planning to take at least December off before I start looking at anything seriously.
Now you have a number of passions, don't you?
Yes, writing being only one of them.
And in some ways I think it was difficult for you to decide upon writing for your university degree. You could have done many different things, couldn't you?
Yes, it actually took me a very long time to decide to do writing as a degree, right up until the point I was ready to enroll. So it was a difficult choice.
You don't regret not studying, well, you have been studying music, haven't you?
I have, but I haven't been studying it, like going to a conservatorium or doing a music degree. But I have been studying that, but I don't regret doing writing over music at all.
But you want to carry on your music, or are you heading down the writing track?
I actually want to do a mix of both, because I love writing and I also love music. While I've been studying, music is one of those things that I've been trying to keep up with while I've been working. So I've still been singing with our choirs. I've still been having piano lessons, doing singing lessons, finishing exams. I did my 8th grade piano exam while I was studying. And music is something that I wanted to keep up with, and it's, as well as writing, I want to try and do more with in the future.
So you have a talent for music, and it seems to me that it'd be very sad if you didn't pursue that talent as well. So you want to be greedy, don't you? You want to...
I want everything.
Both your major passions, yes?
Yes.
Your writing and your music. So what plans have you got for both of those?
Well, for writing, I want to work freelance. I want to work for myself. And there are a number of different ways I can go about that. One option I have is I could go into freelance editing, which is something I could actually do online and work from home, which would be ideal for me. Another thing which I really want to do is keep writing and publish my own books. It's a big dream to do in the future.
Well, if it's a big dream, I don't think that you shouldn't go for it.
Oh, no.
And what do you want to do with your music?
For my music, I would really like to get into recording some music and maybe selling something online. And I want to start a YouTube channel for music and basically be an independent musician.
So that's big dreams as well.
Oh, yes.
But then again, you've got the talent and you've got the technology to do these things, and I really think that you should go out there and have a go at it. What do you think?
Well, you never know unless you try.
Now, the other night you did a performance at a Christmas concert, didn't you, at a local church?
Yes, I did.
You're part of a couple of choirs, and how did you enjoy that performance?
Oh, very much. I always enjoy performing with the choir, and I also was lucky enough to have the opportunity to perform solo as well, which is always a great experience.
It is, and Sophie, your sister, she captured some of that on video for us, didn't she?
Yes.
So it was good to have a look at that later. Planning to spend the Christmas break exploring a few of those things that you haven't had time for in the last 3 years?
Yes, now that I've got some time having finished university, I especially want to do more with my music, because I've had a lot of plans for like starting a YouTube channel, but it's a big time commitment, and trying to do that in university was a bit too much. So while I was doing lessons, new choir and that, I couldn't quite do all that I wanted to. So now that I've finished and I'm taking the Christmas period off, I do want to start chasing up some of those musical dreams as well.
So it's a bit difficult, isn't it, when you have lots and lots of ideas but no time to put them into action, to try them out?
Yes, it is.
Is it frustrating?
Yes, a lot of the time it is.
But you're going to have a few weeks now where you can go and explore some of those ideas, see what works?
Yes, and then in the new year I'll have a better idea of what I'm going to do, and I can start planning out what I'm going to do for the future.
So you're not going to have any income for the next few weeks at least. How are you going to survive?
Frugally over Christmas, very frugally. But in the long term, I do have options for making some sort of money while I'm trying to set up all my freelance careers.
So what sort of options do you have?
Well, I could either go out and look for a part-time job, but the option I would prefer is to probably look at doing something with music. You know, I could busk on the streets and earn a little bit that way. I could take on a couple of music students and a little bit, and just find ways to use my talents and passions to make money now while I'm trying to pursue the larger dreams.
So you're very fortunate that you have talents which can earn you some money.
Yes.
Just in small ways, a few students here and there. You already teach Sophie and Gemma Rose piano and singing, and you had great success with that. I've heard that you are a very good teacher. I've heard that from their piano teacher as well as Sophie and Gemma Rose, so I think you'll make a success of that. I know that teaching is not really what you want to do. You want to perform, but you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Yes, well, you've got to do whatever it takes to follow your dreams. You can't give up just because everything's not quite your liking.
So you're not wanting to go out there and be employed by someone else particularly?
No, not particularly. I prefer the idea of working for myself on my own schedule, being able to follow up what I'm interested in and do the things I like to do.
So a lot of parents, I think, would say that we should push our children out of the door as quickly as possible, make them be independent, stand on their own 2 feet. And what do you think of that?
I think that children need to be independent, but at the same time, I think that they also need to have a supportive family. I know for me, a lot of what I want to do is not what most people would consider a safe career. You know, it's not assured in the future, and it's going to take a lot of work to get anywhere significant. But at the same time, it's what I really want to do. But I could not follow that if I didn't have a family who was willing to support me and put up with me staying at home for a few more years and not going out and getting a job with a regular salary and, you know, a good employer. So I think that some children will want to go out into the world, but I don't think that all children need to be pushed out. I honestly think that family is very important, and having support of your family while you're setting out is very important as well.
So families should support their children in whichever ways they need to be supported.
Yes.
And it's good to have family around you when you're trying to make your way in the world, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
That's what family's all about, isn't it? Helping each other. I don't think you'll be here forever, and I think that you ought to have a chance to follow your dreams while you're still young and while you don't have, I guess, other responsibilities. Do you think?
I think so.
I mean, Dad missed out on all that, didn't he? And then it was only in later years he was able to follow his passion. So I really would love to give you the opportunity to try it out, see how you go, and make some decisions based on a bit of experience, yes. Because you might change your mind or you might go down a different track, but I think you need to give it a go, don't you?
You really do.
Well, I'm really proud of you, Imogen, for finishing your degree, and I've really enjoyed having you home while you've been doing it. I think being online, studying online has been really beneficial for our whole family. We've all been part of the team, haven't we, in the last few years, even though you've been at uni. You're still part of the team, yeah?
Yes.
Still have the opportunity to come running with us, do other things with us, and I've really enjoyed that. I haven't been in any hurry to push you out the door. Anyway, all children are different. Felicity left home at 18, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
And so that's okay for some people, but I'm being really glad that you've been around. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you'll be doing over the Christmas break. So thank you very much for talking to us about your university experience and your plans for the future.
Thank you.